Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Teacher Elisha. For this week, we will proceed with our next lesson. This video is meant for Year 4 students. This video is based for Year 4, Unit 9, Get Active.
It's the annual sports day today at Bibo School. The little ones are excited for today's fun-filled event. Pom, pom, pom! The school band comes marching in. Welcome to the annual sports meet. Bibo, Paulo, Sarah, and Mino are all participating today. The first activity today is the big hurdle race. Everyone has to jump over the hurdles and finish the race. All of them wait at the start line for the horn to blow. Ready, set, go! You did great! Bibo and his friends have completed the race successfully. The next event is basketball. Bibo and his friends are all set to play. The horn blows and the game begins. Ready, set, go! Bravo! Bibo and his friends are really talented. The final activity for today will be tug of war. Will you join them? Bibo and his friends enjoyed a lot. It's participation that counts. Thank you for joining us today.
Those who have this book can refer to page 94. Before that, teacher would like to share you about the learning standards that we will learn for today. Our main learning standard is, and our complementary learning standard is, the objective of today's lesson. The first one, to recognize the name of the sports. The second one is to identify the superlative adjectives in the video. And the third one is to classify the usage of positive, comparative, and superlative adjectives. Let me introduce to you first about the vocabulary that we are going to learn for today. Here's the first vocabulary. Can you see the picture? Okay, so can you guess what they are doing right now? Yes, two people are running together, right? But if you see clearer, they are not running together, but they are competing with each other, which means bersaing sesama sendiri. So here we can see that they are running, or we call it as race. Race.
Ready?
Next, we're going to see this picture. Can you guess what is she doing? Alright, so here she is holding a stick and she is going to throw it far away. So in Malay, we call this sport as melontar lembing. So what is it called in English? We call it as javelin. Javelin. Next, we're going to see this picture. Can you guess what is she doing? In Malay, we call it as lompat tinggi, but in English, we call it as high jump. High jump. For the last picture for our vocabulary is Wow, he is standing on top of number 1 stage and he's holding a goal. So it means that he is the juara. Juara in Malay, right? So what is it called juara in English? We call it as champion. Champion.
Race. Race. Javelin. Javelin. High jump. High jump. Champion. Champion. Race. Race. Javelin. Javelin. High jump. High jump. Champion. Champion.
Alright, boys and girls. So for today's topic, we're going to learn a topic called superlative adjectives. For the last week, teacher have already taught you about comparative adjectives. So if you want to know more about it, you can look at the previous video that teacher already posted. Alright, you can turn to your page 94 to look at the topic that teacher is going to teach you, okay? Alright, so what is adjectives? Okay. So we have 3 adjectives that we have to learn. So the first one is positive adjectives. The second one is comparative adjectives. And the last one that we are going to learn for today is superlative adjectives. So how do we use all these adjectives in a sentence? Positive adjective is used to describe people, places and things in a positive way. For example, great, funny and fun. But bear in mind that you can only use positive adjective when you want to describe only one thing or one person. Next, comparative adjective and superlative adjective. So how do we use these 2 adjectives? Okay, first, to make comparison between 2 or more people or 2 or more things. Okay, so we use comparative or superlative adjective when we want to compare between 2 things. Okay, for example, you want to compare between Ali and Abu. Example of comparative and superlative adjective is tall, taller, and tallest. We will see more example of this later on, don't worry. Right, next. Now, teacher will compare between these 3 adjectives, okay? The first one is positive, and the middle one is comparative, and the last one is superlative. Okay, the first word is fast. Fast. Fast is laju, laju. So that is positive adjective. Now, comparative adjective is faster than, faster than. And the superlative adjective is the fastest, the fastest. Let's take a look at the example on how we use this in a sentence. Ali is fast. Ali is fast, which means you describe only one person or one thing. So this is Ali. Next, Amin is faster than Ali. So here you can see that there are 2 people that we want to describe. Okay, the first one is Amin and the second one is Ali. Now, here comes the third person. Naim is the fastest. Naim is the fastest, which means Naim is the fastest between these 3 people. Okay, so note that the word the is compulsory to use with superlative adjective. Here are a few more examples that teacher prepared for you. So we have big. Big. For comparative, we use bigger than, bigger than. And the superlative is the biggest, the biggest. Next, long, and comparative is longer than, and the superlative is the longest. The longest. For the last one, happy. Happy. So when you change into comparative, it becomes happier than. Happier than. And superlative, the happiest. The happiest. Okay, so students, here we also have a few words that are irregular cases. So what are those words? The first one is good. Good. So when we want to change good into comparative adjective, we don't use gooder. We don't put er at the back, but we use better than. Better than. And the superlative adjective would be the best. The best. Next example, bad. Bad. When you want to change bad into comparative adjective, we don't use better, but we use worse than. Worse than. And for superlative adjective, we use the worst. The worst. Here we have to compare between these two, okay? Don't get confused. Comparative, we use worse, W-O-R-S-E, and superlative, we use W-O-R-S-T. Right, the last example is far. Far. And comparative adjective, we use further than. Further than. And the superlative adjective is the furthest. The furthest. Okay, so please take note of all these words that are in irregular cases. Alright students, now let's try to do some exercises, shall we? Teacher will play a video for you and you will have to listen on how many positive, comparative and superlative words in the video. Okay? So here is the video and you will listen to it.
It's sports day at school. The children are outside doing different sports.
I love sports day.
I don't like sports day.
This is the easiest race of all.
Wow! She's the best high jumper in our school.
I'm not good at the high jump. Carlos is the strongest boy in the school.
Greg is better than me.
Yeah, I'm the javelin champion.
Alright students, now you have listened to it. Let's take a look on how many correct answers that you get. Okay? Okay, how many positive, comparative and superlative in the video? Let's take a look at the answer, shall we? Okay, the first one. Yeah, I'm the javelin champion. Do we have any adjective here? No, we don't have any, so let it be. Now, the second sentence. I'm not good at the high jump. Do we have any adjective here? Yes, we have good. Here we have good. Correct. Good is positive adjective. Next, Greg is better than me. Better than me. So do we have adjective here? Yes, better than. Better than. Good. Now for the fourth sentence. I don't like sports day. I don't like sports day. Do we have any adjective here? No. Next, number 5. This is the easiest race of all. Do you have any adjective here? Yes, the easiest. The easiest. Next, number 6. Carlos is the strongest boy in the school. Do we have adjective here? Absolutely. The strongest. Okay? And the last one. Wow, she is the best high school jumper in our school. Yes, the answer is the best high school jumper. Good job, students. You did well. Now we have an exercise to do. Let's do it together. Students, you can refer to your workbook page 77 for a better reference, okay? Alright, so the first one. Greg is blank space. So what is the answer? The answer is sad. Greg is sad. Next, he can't blank answer fast and he can't blank answer. So what's the answer? He can't run fast and he can't jump high. Yes, correct. Next, but he is the best at throwing the blank space. The javelin, correct. And the last sentence is he is the champion. Yes, so champion means the winner. Alright, students, now we're going to do an exercise, the final exercise for today. You can refer to your workbook on page 77. Right, so we can see that there are a few students are doing sports. Number 1, John is faster than Bob, but Lance is the fastest runner. So here the positive adjective is fast. So we use faster than and the fastest. Okay, number 2. Martha is, where is Martha? Okay, here's Martha. Is blank space bad at the high jump. So the answer is the worst. The worst. You can see that Martha is lying down, which means she is uninterested to do the high jump. So she is the worst. Next, number 3. Jess is blank space at throwing the javelin than Holly is, but Corina is blank space at throwing the javelin. So here we have good as positive adjective. So let's take a look at the picture. So here is Jess. Jess is in the middle and Holly is at the back. And the first one is Corinne. Okay, so the answer would be Jess is better because Jess is in the middle at throwing the javelin than Holly is. Okay, Jess is in the middle and she is leading in front of the Holly. But Corina is the best at throwing the javelin because Corina is at the first place at the front. So Corina is the best at throwing the javelin. Okay, for the last one, Chad is, where is Chad? Okay, here is Chad. Okay, then Perry. But Dian is, okay, you can see that Dian is smiling, which means that he is enjoying doing the sport. So number 4, Chad is blank space, then Perry, but Dian is blank space. And here we have positive adjective, which is strong. So the answer is Chad is stronger than Perry because you can see that Chad is leading in front of Perry. But Dian is the one who is smiling, is the strongest. Okay, can you see? Alright, that's all for today's lesson. Thank you for watching and have a nice day, everyone.